About time we got going on this thing again. First thing I'm going to do today is pick it up off the ground, and I'm going to do these brakes because I want the brakes to work, and then I'm going to try and do the steering column so that it has steering. And then I'm going to try and do the dash and the key so it'll start. It's fairly early morning, but the kicker of today was yesterday I needed to pull this tank. This is the Haro hauler, we call it. It's a 1955 F100 that's coyote swapped, 6R80. I'm in the process of running all the wires, the digital dash, still have to plumb it. There's a handful of other things, but I had to get a return line because these engines run on a return system, the way the fuel is. So I had to get a return line into this tank, and the easy way to do it is to weld a bung on here, and you're able to connect a fitting, which I made one yesterday out of some old air fittings and a washer. We're gonna weld that right in there. And a buddy of mine was telling me the other day at work, he goes, dude, I love watching your videos, but lately you haven't shown any of the work of you actually doing anything. He's like, people like to see you doing something, which is true, but the reality is I need a cameraman to follow me around, and I can talk and work, and you can film whatever you want, but by yourself, it's tough. You have to stop what you're doing, move the camera, and anybody who has a channel knows this. You can do it with a phone these days, just walk around filming yourself with a phone like a fucking idiot, which I'm not doing that. I need both my hands while I'm working. And if you look back at some of the older videos, like 3 years, 4 or 5 years ago on this channel, I put a lot into production. I doubled and tripled the amount of time it took to do a job because I was always aware of where the camera needed to be. And when you're only one person, production, you don't think about it, but there's a lot of work that goes into production. Like editing out the 2 shots of whiskey I just put in my coffee. I'm just kidding, I didn't do that, but I could. I had a guy on a forum, one of the car forums that I like to still talk to, that's not Flakebook, because that entire website enrages me, but anyway. What he said about production was, he goes, stop trying so hard. You're not building, you're not a production assistant for a channel, for Discovery, or, well, I'm not. But I try to produce content that works, and the earlier videos I put a lot more effort in than what I do right now, because what I do right now is kind of like I'll walk around, film a bit, do some stuff, film a bit, and just kind of go through it like that. I don't want to just put a camera on in the corner and have the exact same shot over and over. It doesn't matter if you're doing something. If the cameras aren't moving, it's not as interesting to watch. So with that being said, I'm going to try and show some of the actual work that it takes to do what I'm doing. And it's not that damn interesting, if I'm honest. I drilled a hole in the tank. I'm gonna weld onto it today. I aired it all out, drained it all out. It's been sitting outside. I put compressed air, and right now, there's no more gas fumes. So I can weld onto it. If you try to do this any other way, use your brain, you know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be film at 11. I'm gonna pull the welder over, we're gonna put the bung on here, I'm gonna weld this in, and I'm gonna start to put this tank back under this truck. A lot of different ways to skin a cat. You can buy these pre-made bungs. You could try to weld in a thick piece of metal like this that would accept the hose, or you could take a washer, drill a hole in it, weld the fitting to the washer, grind off the little end, beat it to fit, paint it to match, and now it'll accept the hose. Now this doesn't have to be high pressure because it's on the return side of the fuel pump, out of the regulator and return fitting. So it'll just dump fuel right back inside, and once I weld around here, it'll be gold. Tank goes right up against this damn thing. So I got to drill a hole in this, which I thought that might happen. That sucks. Yeah. I knew as much, but I was going to try it anyway. The heat's on in the garage, but down low on the floor from the concrete. It's actually like a refrigerator down here. But yeah, whatever. One day, I'll have a whole crew of people helping me. Anyways, nonsense. All right, I just got this return fitting. I have to mark where I got to drill through this plate so that I can attach a fitting to it. But I have to mark it, and I don't know where it's gonna end up. So we're gonna try doing the old bench press. Right in there is where this return hole is gonna go. Right there. So I'm gonna drill a hole in that. Damn. Yep. Back to the drawing board because I'm an idiot. I broke the pilot bit because I was pushing too hard. So stupid. Should have just stayed slow. Anyways. That worked. But now we just got to see if I got it in the right place, because when the tank goes up here, that fitting needs to go through so I can operate on it from over here. All right, let's try not to knock the camera over. Again, if I had a freaking camera guy, I could work a little more efficiently and produce a better product. See how I did? Because this is gonna go right there, and it does work. Yeah, it's actually really good. So I can go ahead and bolt this tank in, but unfortunately I can't control this camera because you won't be able to see anything from the other side, and I have to use a jack to hold this up so I can get the 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bolts in. So hold on, please. So now that tank has a return fitting on it, and it'll end up being this line. I'll protect it, it'll route different, but as you can see, let's go under here. There you go. That's it. One of the things that became apparent during this build was the quality of the paint. It's very old, and it really wasn't prepped properly before it was painted, and that's fine. It looks pretty good overall, but now that we've had it apart and together and apart several times, there's a lot of chips that, from what I understand, when it leaves here, which is soon, it's going to paint. But the first thing I want to do is get it to turn over on the key, and I want to have the majority of it buttoned up so that when it goes to paint, they're able to clean it all up, make it look great, and then the final details can be put in. Every once in a while you get caught with some good weather, and I'm happy to see that it's warming up outside. It took long enough. Same with a lot of the things around here. They take a long time, and one of the reasons is there's a lot of little details. Yesterday I was able to get the main battery power from underneath the floor in the original location brought up to a junction, a fused junction under the hood, keeping all the clean lines, you know, because that was important. I wanted to be able to get as clean as I could get. Okay, I've got the fuel system figured out. As you can see, we got the steering column in, I got the digital gauges illuminated, fired them up for a test with all of the other wires. And right now, if I connect fuel and hit the key, it will run. All right, well, this thing starts on the key. It's going to need an alignment, it needs a drive shaft, it needs a bunch of plumbing still. It's by no means complete, but it is a heck of a lot closer. Right now I'm running this thing back down south. We're going to put it up on a trailer so that the painter can have a look at it, and we can get some other details ironed out. But yeah, it's pretty close. I'm excited. It does in fact run. Doesn't drive yet. You got some tubing and plumbing, and it's all minor stuff from here, but today's the big day where it goes up on the trailer and goes to see the painter. So we're pretty excited about it. We'll get all the details wrapped up in the coming weeks, and then we'll get an update on this truck. And I can't wait to drive it, because I'm telling you, it's going to do burnouts all the way down the road. So it's off to Jeremy's, and then from there it'll go to the painter, and we'll see it back real soon. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this car, and if you are, stay tuned, because this thing's going out on the road really soon. I'm almost done with it. And if you're not, absolutely click the videos tab on this channel, and you'll see all the videos from when we built this car. It is a 175 horsepower Subaru underneath a 1972 Volkswagen, and it's freaking sweet. When you drive it, you laugh the whole time while you're spinning the tires. It's brilliant. My buddy come over and gave me a hand getting the basic shape, and then I'm reinforcing it and I'm getting it in there. But in a few moments, this is going to be the console. E-brake, shifter, heater controls, and if everything goes well, it'll cover and carpet. It'll be nice. Well, it'll be decent. This isn't that kind of build, so let me get this in there. Hang on a second. I've been working on the interior, and I've been working on the lights. Ah. That's a benefit. With the lights working and the console pieces made, I started messing around the other day, and we're getting there. I mean, overall, I don't think it's too terrible. That's a parcel shelf. You can't sit there. This covers up all the steel structure in the back, and I wanted a spare tire carrier in there just as a nod back to its rally heritage, you know, even though it's not really a rally car, because really it's just a body welded onto another chassis, and let's face it, that's not what you would call factory made. But what it is very cool. Now you can see that seat's not bolted in. I've got to trim the bottom of the wood a little bit so that I can get that in there, but I mean, really, it's a complete car with heat, and it does have air. I'm not sure if the air works, but it's all the factory stuff, so someone could make it work if they wanted to. However, I just need to get these seats bolted in. There's a bit of final welding to do. I got to deal with the rockers on the bottom, but I'm ready to drive it like a little bit more vigorously than I have in the last couple of days. I did run it down the road many times. It's a hoot. The thing is a laugh. With a little bit of effort, we got the seats in, the sills, the mats. We're going to carpet the whole thing, and it'll look a lot better. And I still have some work to do down on the rockers. That's exterior, but it is totally drivable right now. And I think, let's drive it. There you go. That's your Subaru with an engine brace, all-wheel drive, new transmission, rebuilt cylinder heads. Like, a lot of work went into this thing. There could be a lot more done to it, but as of right now, that's it. Let's get this camera mounted and hit the road. It's not a terrible place to be. We got a rear view mirror. Who the heck is that old guy? Sheesh. Anyway. Yeah, the lights are on. actually pretty quiet in here. It's not bad. Let's get some heat. There it is. Whoa, a bit of sawdust. Whatever. Been sitting a while. Yeah, it's a 2002 Subaru Forester under there. For your belt. No seat belts. Power steering. All-wheel drive. Disc brakes. This thing's actually really cool. It drives fantastic. It's warming up. It's cold outside. All right, let's go. Hell yeah. All right, this hill's dangerous. People come flying over here. Let's hope we don't have that problem right now. And bye-bye. Wow, this thing corners great. It feels stiff, actually. Second gear. All right. Impatient people. Everybody's impatient. Gets it. I'm not upset by this at all. Alright, there you go. People are like, what the hell is that ugly little thing? Yeehaw! Let's get it. It's like a little dirt bike in the shape of a car. I freaking love it. It's fantastic. I'm very excited. Bunch of weird noises. I don't think it's been run this hard ever. This thing's ridiculous fun. got to tighten the mirrors up because I was going down the road and I could see the mirrors going, whoa. But yeah, I mean, overall, what a cool thing, you know? I did not expect it to turn out that good. Wait till it's all carpeted, you know? It's gonna be sweet. Someone else can do a bunch of other minor details making it better, and that's all fine. Yeah, what a fun car. Special thanks to Bodgeworks, the crew in the UK. Also Midlands MR2. There's some very cool guys happening in the auto industry out there in the UK. And as always, thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, thumbs up, whatever you got to do to show your love, but I appreciate it. Stay tuned. We got a lot coming. Thanks. I'll see you soon.